Hello everyone, this is Ash and this is Mage Monsters 2, so let's go ahead and get back into this. So I'm going to try Desert, but I'm going to go back on Impossible difficulty and kind of mess around with this new character Storak. I'm trying to get this, at least get this last skull here because it doesn't look good without all skulls. And then eventually we're going to have another character to get a skull with too. Alright, so let's continue. I'm going to try to completely do something out of the ordinary that's probably not going to work, but it's worth a try, an attempt at least. I'm extremely tired today. I had a long day at work, so forgive me if I don't have like super energy, but I'm gonna do my best. Let's get into this. So hopefully this works. I mean, already it's not looking all that great of a result, but he got him, so that's good. Let's go ahead and start working on what I need to. So I'm gonna do some health. A little bit of health at the beginning and some armor. That's pretty much my main factors here. I'm gonna get my health to like a pretty decent amount, but my main factor is gonna be armor. I wanted to start from the very beginning building up armor and just kind of get some, you know, so see like right now for a little while I might be able to hold off on buying anything, probably till like stage 4 or something, and just build up my armor that way, all my stats that way. So let's go again. I think he's fine right here, but we'll find out. It might be kind of a trial and error. Okay, so he's doing his job right now. He's freezing these dudes a little bit, which does help. It's very handy. Okay, so he's taking a little bit of a beating, so we need one or the other of these. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more health. All right, now we have some archers, so I'm going to have to build up the armor a little bit more. So let's go. So that way we can get through these archers. I mean, he's going to freeze them eventually, and they're going to die. That's kind of the advantage of having a nice freeze. Freeze chance being high it helps out lots with, you know, archery. So I'm going to get health and armor to 10. And then from there, it's just going to be armor that's going to be scaling up. I mean, it might also be beneficial to have it teeter-totter, like health and armor being 1 and 1. But honestly, I just kind of want to scale up the armor. So we're at 163. I'm going to spend it down to 100 so I can get one more point. And that point's going to go into health. Let's go. Okay, so I do need to save money as much as we can. I'm going to try to... I read the comments and I do know I need to like not make sure I don't spend down to 0. Right, so... 100 is my new 0, and let's go and get an armor, and now 200 is my new 0. Oh, I don't know about that though, guys. We might need to invest a little bit in some damage or at least get spells. So we're gonna do summon ranged. That's not what I wanted at all, but a new spell, and then we're gonna have to also get summon melee. We have to get those as early as possible. They are going to be how I survive, pretty much. We're going to do one upgrade into damage as well. Kind of help out my damage a little bit because it's kind of weak right now. Alright, so these are Hail Marys, right? So I don't want to rely on it. But it's there if I need it. So I'll go ahead and drop it now. There we go. Thank you. And you guys can help a little bit with damage. Why not? A little bit of arrows can always help. Okay, and then drop this guy in and then done. Mission accomplished in that regard. Okay, so we're at 209. I'm not going to spend any money here. I am going to drop the archers in because that is a slight distraction and it's kind of fun. Okay. There is a stage coming up. I think it's stage 8 where it's just a lot of enemies coming and fighting. He's going to do completely fine there. He's going to like dominate that, right? Because he also gets a heal of having the archers or the melee units and having them die as well. It's going to get some cooldown here. This is the one. This is the one. So we're going to drop in the archers first. They're going to help a little bit with the destruction and a little bit of healing as well. So appreciate that. Actually, they're going to do a good job at the trickle heals. I don't even know if I need the melee units, honestly, but they are additional damage too. So that's pretty handy. Okay. The thing is, I do not want to rely on the heals as a primary, right? I do want the heals. Don't get me wrong. They are nice to have, but they are not going to be my primary. My primary is going to be heavy amounts of armor. Look at that, 412. Let's keep going. Hopefully we don't get defeated here. I should be fine. Should be fine. In theory. Let's get these guys going. They're going to help me heal up a little bit. And drop them in to heal us as well. Perfect. Okay, so we are getting healed. Having a low percentage of heal is going to be kind of a bad effect. But I'm going to keep going. Upgrade armor. And we're at 500 now. Which is good news. These guys do hit hard though. So I think I'm going to actually spin down to 400. And it's going to be straight into armor. Okay, so what is my armor at now? I'm at 81% already. That's pretty crazy. I need to get this to 2,000 as well. So already at 80% armor is very handy to have. My goal is to maximize it as much as I can and use my healing factor to kind of support the whole armor buildup. It's a little bit tough because relying solely on armor, as you can see, not the best option all the time. These guys are going to be very tough to contend with. So I probably do want to put some minor amounts into heal. Maybe like a 5 into heal. I'm going to go beyond a little bit here. And 1 more into heal. That can probably help a bit. At least for the initial time. I kind of wanted to get to like a 10%. It'll be okay for now though. Let's keep going. I don't like having to spend over that 500. But sometimes you just got to like manage your finances just a little bit for this to work. Okay, so far so good. It is nice having the extra damage too. But I think we're okay with just like a little bit of health. We don't have to go too crazy. A little bit of a healing factor. As long as I can heal my full health bar basically with every time I drop in some units, then we're good. We'll worry about cooldown later on and stuff like that. The strategy could potentially work around 11, so things are scaling up quite a bit. Let's see, more armor and more health. I'm gonna spend on armor until, well, not anymore apparently. Okay, so we get upgrade for 40 now. It's a little bit more expensive, but we're also doing pretty good. 84% armor. I think what I need to do is get this to like 1,000 armor or something ridiculous like that. So we're probably going to need to get like 100 armor upgrades for this to be a true like bulletproof kind of build. That's going to take a while for that to happen. So what I need to do is healing full health is going to be important with my melee units, right? But I think I don't need like a complete full. So I need to get my healing to like a 10 or a 15 or something. So I'm going to slowly build that up as I climb up with armor. First goal, get armor to like 100. I know that sounds crazy, but we're going to do that first. Not 100%. Not yet. We are going to eventually try for that, but that's probably going to be like an in-game kind of thing. Okay, those archers really helped out there. Okay, 15. What I'm talking about is 100 here. 100 on the armor. So that's 3 more upgrades. We'll get that to 100. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go to 20 for good measure as well. Okay, 20. So I'm at 88% armor already. Nice, let's go. That plus freeze chance, I mean, just think about it. These guys will just fall over dead for the most part in that case. And there we are, healed up just like that. Boom, healed up. Not a chance, especially not against these guys. I mean, come on now. What y'all gonna do against this? Not very much. You have a giant monster that can just heal their health up real quick. It's a big contender, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get freeze chance because I'm gonna get something. Might as well get something effective here. Ooh, this is a tough one. All right, so 2,000 health, and now we hit that criteria. Let's go ahead and get our armor boosted a bit. The problem with this one is, well, I might need to get more heal. These guys are pretty tough. Honestly, they are pretty tough. I want to be able to take them out quickly, but if I start scaling this, it's gonna take a minute. I'm at 70 now. What kind of health do you guys have? That's gonna take a while, isn't it? We're gonna have to scale damage a bit. I'm gonna scale down to 200. Nope. All right, it is what it is. I took as much as I can. Okay, so we need to save money. 100% need to save money. Okay, we got some freeze. It's not as bad as I thought. Honestly, it's bad, but it's not that bad. The problem we're gonna have is later on with the Angel of Death. That's gonna be an issue. I definitely should have saved money so that way I can get more armor and be more prepared for the Angel of Death. But we'll be all right, I think. Look at this. They're concentrating so hard on him and not at all on my other units. Yeah, we're good. Okay, you let me form an army for some reason. What are we looking at? 120, 89%? No, man. Come on. 89% is not good. We're going to get that to 25, which should get me to 90. Yeah, we're going to get 90. So I think I need to get my armor to like 300 to be at like 96%, right? Something like that. So it's going to take a while now to get that build up. Let's go. Let's get this thing. So what I could do in addition to the armor build is I could get base level synergies, right? So that way I get, you know, some additional attacks in here. I get some more armor piercing, things like that. Okay, now we're starting to get to the point of having to drop my units in, which is fine. I don't mind it. I just need to make sure that they do die when they get dropped in and not die, because that would be bad. All right, cool. So more armor. Let's go and get some tier 1 units here. Let's get you. Let's get a human and another human. Nice. Everything else is going to wait a little bit. Let's go. I only did that for the human synergy. I'm not going to be able to get the elven or anything else without getting tier 5. So that's going to have to wait a little bit. Just going to have to wait just a little bit. But hey, at least we have armor piercing. That's going to be important. That's a very important thing. I don't really need anything else, honestly. Just need the human and the other human. And we're good. Honestly, some freeze chance would be kind of handy, but that's not the goal. The goal of this is to maximize armor. And I did kind of test theories in this on normal in the last video. And now I want to see if I could put that theory testing to practice, right? So I feel like I just didn't invest in armor soon enough in the previous video, right? We need to invest in that a lot sooner and get it maximized as quickly as we can. So I'm going to spin down to 300 since I'm already at this point. Okay, so we're at 91%. Keep going. We're getting there. We're getting to some decent armor. So now I probably want to pump up my heal a little bit more, or maybe my health, one or the other. Because we are at the point where I need to start doing some kind of damage too. Oh, you know what I could really invest in? I could probably do Reign of Death and then just drop that on my immediate dudes. I would probably do more damage doing that to nearby units. Maybe I should have like my chance to freeze and then Reign of Death as well for nearby. That could be interesting, I think. Okay, so more heal. Definitely more heal. That is definitely a factor that needs to be increased, right? So we're also going to go new spell. And we're going Reign of Death. I'm going to do it. And we're going to get healed to 10. I know I'm spending a lot of money, but, you know, I feel like it's good to use what you have. Okay, this is not the hardest level in the world, but those frost casters can be tough. Let's go. All right, drop it over here. Boom, boom, boom. Drop it and drop some meatballs. It's handy. It's definitely handy. The good thing about the meatballs is it also provides a stun. So if I were to do freeze and stun, as well as, of course, summons, because that's my healing ability, overall that could do pretty good. I definitely need to increase the damage of the, or stun at least, of the meatballs. And then we can potentially have something pretty impressive. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so let's get some more health. Damage, 100%. Don't care about the other stuff. I'm gonna get that damage up a bit. A little bit of stun. I want to get the damage to like a 50. I don't need the percentage. I'll just take pure damage. 60. I'm going to do one more into damage. Okay. That's okay for now. And I'm going to hold on to the rest. So everything's just dropping right here in the middle. Everything, including my archers at this point. They are now just solely a heal source. Okay, this could potentially work. Having the meatballs really helps with a DPS. A lot. Now I just need to concentrate on... Well, freeze chance would be important too. Let me get my health to 15. I like numbers like that. And let's see how we look in 92. 92%. How much do I get? What am I at for my armor, by the way? Okay, so my goal is going to be getting this number right here to 100. One tick at a time. We actually could do another tick now. I want to get that to 100. And we have a long ways to go to get that number to increase, right? So let's just concentrate on our targets. Actually, you're pretty strong with the meatballs. Very nice consistency. Meatball destruction, baby. Let's get it done. Boom, boom, boom. Raining meatballs. I'll drop some archers in over here for you. There you go. Slight distraction. Drop some meatballs down. Boom. This kind of is working, guys. We're on stage 20. That's pretty impressive, honestly, for this difficulty. And he's not taking a ton of damage. Okay, so we have our first big challenge, I suppose. Our summoners, right? So this is going to add a bit of a threat. Okay, how we looking for our armor? 92%. Let's go and add 3 armor. So that way we're at... I love how adding 3 armor kind of offsets this. So then I want to add 4. You see what I'm saying? Now I need 1 more, even though this is at 200 now. Okay, so we're going to get 1 more armor to not tick me off. Okay, and let's go. So we're looking a lot better for our numbers. Come on. Drop these guys in and drop the meatballs. Heal. Meatballs, not worried about the summoners. I mean, I know they're a threat, and it would be good to kill them, but I need to stay alive. And to stay alive, I need to concentrate on my hero. Not on the summoners. As tempting as they are. Okay, they're dead anyway. They died as we went. Boom. Boom, and... drop the meatballs here. Done. Nice. We did it. We got past 21. That is an achievement in itself. On this screen, I'm actually going to take cooldown because cooldown would help a lot overall. I actually think my cooldown needs to be a lot higher. So we're going to spend a little bit of money and increase or decrease my cooldown a bit. And just to get it maximized. It's very important because it's my heal. It's my everything, right? I'm actually going to increase my stun too, because my stun is very, very helpful. Let's do 1 more into stun, and we have 100. Let's keep going. All right, drop it. Drop the meatballs. Drop the heal. Heal and meatballs. Heal and meatballs. That's all you need in the end. I mean, adding in a little bit of stun helps a lot too, but we probably just need to increase more damage as well. Just get all of that built up. However, not doing bad, not doing bad. And I feel like adding this one spell was really beneficial to this build, and just kind of focusing on armor too. Because then I'm just kind of like immortalizing this character. Come on. I want to get like 100% armor so I could finally put that in a title to the video. That would be so sweet. All right, here we go. A little bit more damage. One more into damage. Come on. And we also need stun. Stun max, damage 100. Nice. Okay, that's looking good. Let's go. We have the Angel of Death to contend with now. Okay, max stun is very helpful in this scenario. And freeze is going to be good too. That's probably going to be my... once I get my armor built up a little bit, freeze will be my next big thing. Because freeze... fire and ice, you know what I mean? That's just sweet. Fire and ice. Boom, boom, boom. Stun, stun, stun. Then I have freeze and stun. We're just doing a double whammy at that rate. And I feel like that could be a very big advantage. I almost forgot this was on impossible, guys. It's going so well. I'll take more death, actually. And I'll take one more death. There we go. 4 waves. Sure. Okay, my damage is good. Everything's good for that. I don't really need to invest anything else into it. What I do need to invest in is just my character itself. My armor needs to be much, much higher. If I'm going to hit my goal, which is 100, I need to keep on growing the armor. So 300 is 96. I know that. So we have a lot more upgrades to go. A lot. But it doesn't matter because the goal is 100 anyway. So we're going to get there. All right. So I'm going to slow it down for this stage. Why? Because this stage is a freaking nightmare. All right, concentrate only on my hero. Don't worry about the other guys. Hero only, hero only. Hero. Drop it. Okay. It's easy to get distracted and choose fire bats over saving the hero, but that's not going to help. We need all of them to die. Whoever's immediately hitting the hero needs to die. You know, freeze would work really well on these guys anyway. Like, freeze chance really helps with these guys. Boom, boom, boom. And that guy is defeated. So for freeze chance to be max, I think I need like... Ooh, we're about to get to some crazy stuff. I actually want freeze chance to be increased now. And I want that to be 45. I need to invest a little bit here. I know it's not probably the best investments in the universe. I don't need freeze damage. I just need freeze chance. 28%. All right. It'll have to do. Let's go. Get ready. Get ready. And boom. I'm not going to mess with the casters at all. Not worried about the casters. Okay. I got to stop. Oh, no. I think I messed up. Oh, I messed up. I messed up, guys. I messed up. I was concentrating too much on my archers being out there, so it's my fault. Game over. So I'm back. I'm on stage 14, so I have quite a few spells. Let's go. Take this dude out. Take these dudes out. I have Reign of Death again. I have my 2 summons. That was going really well. I just need to concentrate a bit better. Also, I increased my freeze chance a bit higher. I'm not as focused on armor as I was before. More focused on the freeze chance and the stun being really helpful in this occasion. Okay, so I am building my armor. I'm just kind of prioritizing freeze chance and stun, because I think maybe those two are key factors after all. Look at this. And then the damage is just really helpful too. Not worried about his damage. I'm worried about the damage I could do from my abilities, if that makes more sense. Anyway, okay, let's keep going. And we're going to knock out these dudes with the Rain of Death, which is always fun anyway. It's just satisfying to see as well. Drop you guys in as well. If Rain of Death would kill my own enemies, wait. Did I just get a brilliant idea? What about building an army with this guy and having abilities that kill your own people? That sounds terrible. That sounds really terrible, but it would heal them up constantly, wouldn't it? That is an interesting idea. Okay, so we're at 15. We're at 55% freeze chance. We're doing a lot better with freeze chance, right? I definitely need to build up my armor. I'm at 80%, which is not bad. It's just definitely not what I had before. Okay, let's get these archers out. They're very helpful to help me heal up. Boom, boom, boom. Freeze chance is super, kind of makes up for the lack of armor, to be honest with you. Having that increased really helps with that. Because yeah, 80% damage reduction, but you're right, freeze chances kind of keeps everybody at bay a little bit. It would be handy to have this tier 5, but I'm not willing to part with 400 gold. Honestly, it's a pretty big investment, isn't it? Okay, let's go and drop some damage over here. Drop these guys in the mix, and boom. I gotta stop putting those archers so far away, because honestly, that is a heal, and I'm not willing to part with a heal. Also, speaking of heal, it seems like it's time for me to increase my heal ability, because I am taking way too much damage. My heal is way too low. Alright, so heal needs to be much, much higher. It needs to be like a 10 plus. I mean, at least something on it would be better than nothing. I'm going to go down to 200, and I'm going to concentrate on my heal being a priority 1 at the moment. Okay, here we go. So this should help a lot with the whole keeping alive factor of things. Okay, so if I continue to increase the damage of my meatball rain, I would be doing amazing with that. Just imagine heavy damage, heavy stun, along with max freeze. You know, things would just be constantly dying, right? Overall, I think it would just be really effective. Okay, so let's go ahead and get more freeze time in, right? That's what we need, is freeze chance needs to be a lot higher. We do have one of our big enemies coming up. Let me just go ahead and get my heal actually to a 10. I went over. All right, that's fine. I'll do more freeze chance then in that case. Okay, so we're at 64%. This is going to give me a pretty decent chance to freeze these guys, and that will be completely fine. This is not one of the biggest enemies, but it's definitely an enemy that can be a contender in the Ouchie universe. Okay, let's drop some meatballs. Okay, we took them out pretty quick, and a lot of it's due to my damage. So yeah, that's really handy. 148. That little damage perk added quite a bit. So this is gonna be tough, right? These guys hit hard and they hit fast, and we of course have our summoners too. So I definitely need freeze chance to be up there to be able to deal with this, because I need at least any kind of range of dudes to just die, just fall over dead. Alright, even though 10 is not very much, still a frozen unit is easier to deal with than a non-frozen unit. Boom. Go ahead and drop this in. Drop some range in there so we can get the heal from it. I'm going to take these guys out because I want to. Okay. Stuns, please. Range, that's fine. You guys can kill those guys. That kind of helps me because then I can heal up from it. Okay, so we don't necessarily need max armor. We just need good heal, a good % chance to stun, and freeze. Stun and freeze just is probably the priority for these builds here. Come on, take him out, take him out. There we go. I know we still have this guy over here, but he's not really that much of a threat. Especially now that he's dead. He's much less of a threat that way. Okay, so we have 54 of you, 164. Let's get that freeze chance maxed out if we can. I don't think we can. 82%, yeah. We're going to have to stop there. 85. So we're gonna build up a little bit more, and we're gonna work on the freeze chance that way. So definitely don't need to increase the damage for the freeze chance. I mean, you can if you want to, but I just don't see how it's effective. What we need to do is have things stop attacking us for a minute so we can hit them with flaming hot meatballs. That's all we need. If I were to prioritize freeze chance, then I think I'll be taking a lot more damage here. Okay, here we go. Freeze damage. Let's do just regular damage. 180. Nice. All right, and freeze chance can now be maximized. Now, if I wanted to, I could increase the damage. I could, because my chance is so high that I would be consistently doing whatever my damage is, right? I have a 100% chance. So 10 damage over 4 seconds. If you think about it, even if I increase that number, it's not very crazy. It's not going to work very well. This is much more effective because it's an immediate amount of damage instead. Damage ticks over time. I mean, they can be good, but not against these guys. All right, we'll take them out. We need to take them out fast is the thing. Especially this guy. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Oh, come on. Don't kill my hero. There we go. Thank you. That was actually way too close. So we need to do more damage. We're not doing enough, actually. A lot more damage on the playing field here. Come on. Because he is able to do too much to me. I want to be able to take him out ASAP, which with meatballs you can do pretty easily. Let's go ahead and add a little freeze damage. Just a little bit. So we're going to increase our damage a bit more. I think the damage scales better with percentage at the moment. Let's see. Boom, boom, 250. And that gets it to 269. Yeah, I think percentage was working a little bit better. Okay, let's keep going. This is where things can get dicey because we know this mission could be something else. But it's okay. We're going to concentrate on our hero. Concentrate on the hero. Everything else will just freeze. I need to start building up my armor again and my damage for my... well, my damage is looking pretty good now. My armor is not. My armor and my defense itself is looking pretty bad. Okay, here we go. I'm not too worried about the freeze damage at all. I mean, we only get 12 anyway. 12 over 4 seconds. That's not that great, dude. It's really not. Okay, so we're going to build up our armor. We're about to come up against some contenders here. Actually, how much health do you guys have? 520. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, we'll build up our armor a bit more. 80, we're at 84%. Can we get a little bit higher than that on armor? 85%. I mean, it's something. Let's go. It's definitely better than 0%. All right, let's get these guys on the playing field real quick. Oh, I'm dead already? Are you... No way. Okay, so my heal was too low, or my health, or my armor, or something. I don't think it's coming together, though. It's just a matter of putting the pieces into place. But the build is there, if that makes sense. There's just something I need to change about it. I need to change a priority. I need to like boost the healing percent and maybe focus on health instead of armor or something like that. One of those has to be tailored just a little bit. I think the idea of healing with the summons is established, and doing damage with Rain of Fire seems to be really powerful too. Freeze damage is just too slow of a tick. Even if I were to invest in the damage, it's not going to kill fast enough. We need to do Rain of Fire, right? So we're getting there. It's somewhere in the defense part of this or the healing part of this that needs a little bit of tailoring. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. This channel is getting very close to monetized. I appreciate all your support. And let's get there. Let's get this 1,000. All right, everybody. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.